Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are here to play with some of my swag bag items. If you are new to my channel or you're just tuning in, I did go on the creators and friends trip that Simbri and Samantha March put on. It was not a brand trip. It was not put on by the brands. Simbri and Samantha got 20 women together who are friends and influencers on social media, content creators, and we just all went on this trip together. I talked about it more in my vlog, but we did get a beautiful swag bag and I went over everything that we got in my vlog, but I thought today I would play with some items and create this look. So if you want to see what I got in my swag bag or how it looks on my face, go ahead and stay tuned. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the K Bella fam. Before we jump into the video, I'm not going to be talking about the trip because I already did that in my vlog. I'm just gonna play with some makeup. So check out my vlog if you want to hear more about the trip. But let's go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start with the eyes. Since this is a colorful eyeshadow palette, I'm going to go in with my Sigma eyeshadow base primer. This is in the shade Ignite. Now, I did get this sent over to me from Sigma, but I did not get it on the Charleston trip. So I'm gonna try while I'm getting ready and doing my makeup to kind of distinguish between like what I got on the trip, what I may have been sent beforehand, what I paid for. So that's what we're gonna do first. Okay, now I'm going into my BK Beauty travel bag. This was sent to me, but also we were given one on the trip that I'm actually going to share with my friend Smags. I asked her if she wanted it since I already had this, but I did put my brushes in there. You can see I have some Sigma brushes. I have one Refer brush, and then I have my BK brushes. So I'm just gonna pull these out because like I said, these are the ones that I brought on the trip. And I'm gonna use my Sigma switch in between to go ahead and clean off the shadows here. So here is the Don't Be Jelly palette. This is so beautiful. I kind of feel like I wanna use this purple. I feel like I wanna use this shade right here in Hydrospace. Whoa, that's crazy. When I look at it in the mirror, it looks purple, but then when I turned it this way, it looks green. That is so cool. Jellyfish is also a fun shade. So is this one, Luminescence. It looks gold when I look at it here, and then I turn it this way, and it looks blue. So fun. So fun. Okay, what do I want to do? I want a light, fluffy brush, so let me just run this BK201 off on my switch, and I think I'm going to go in with Sea Star. And I just want to tap lightly because I'm actually going to put this in my crease and I don't want it to be super pigmented. It looks like a beautifully pigmented shade, but I want it to be more like a light wash of purple. I normally set my eyeshadow primer, but I did not this time. I feel like for me, because I have small hooded eyes and I don't have a ton of space to work with, I feel like it can be hard when I don't set my primer down that my brush will drag. I am finding the color is sticking better without me setting the primer, but it's still giving me like the light wash of purple that I want. So my friend Angie, or Angelica Nyqvist, she was on the trip also. She came out with the brushes Singe Beauty. I did purchase these myself. This is the Singe EO5. And I think I want to get a little bit of Sea Urchin here, this like deeper matte shade. And I just kind of want to put it in this outer corner. But I want to use this little detailed brush because I can pack it on, but then blend it out. That's my plan. I want to deepen up the outer corner a little bit, but I want to be able to blend it out also. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with my favorite BK203. To be fair, a lot of the brushes have been sent to me. I did purchase the brushes first before I had a relationship with the brand, and they were sent to me, so I don't know which ones I got sent and which ones I purchased. But we're gonna go into this shade right here, Hydro Space, which has the purple green shift. I'm gonna use my BK203 and I am gonna spray it with Fix Plus. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. This is a beautiful shade. This is just gorgeous. I am gonna cover up that outer corner a little bit. I feel like that outer corner will give it like a deeper look, but I do want to cover it up with that shimmer. That shimmer is beautiful. It's a little bit deeper than I thought it was gonna be, but it looks beautiful. Okay, I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit more of Sea Urchin and my BK207 and just press that into the outer corner just a touch to give it a little bit more dimension. Okay, we're gonna jump to the face and come back to the eyes. I am going to use my Sigma Spectrum Color Correcting Duo Light Medium. This was sent to me by Sigma. I did not get it on the trip, but it was sent to me. I like this color corrector. I had wanted to try it before the brand reached out to me, but I never picked it up because it was out of stock. So when they reached out and asked if they could send me a care package and this was in there, I was super excited. I do struggle with dark circles just like in general, but especially right now while I have a baby and he still gets up in the night. This definitely helps me to cover those. Okay, so while we were on the trip, we did a Colourpop masterclass and I did get the Pretty Fresh line, which I've been wanting to try forever. So I got the shade Light 45W. This was given to me by Colourpop for the masterclass. I used it and wore it one time already out there. Oh no, it leaked. Let me clean this up a bit, hold on. Okay, so if you're traveling by airplane, maybe don't take this one. I don't know what happened. I did use it at the master class, but it came out from underneath this part. I did lose some of the foundation, but that's okay. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to pump this onto the back of my hand. It's about a pump and a half. And I'm going to use my BK Beauty sponge. Those sponges I did purchase on my own and I've had them for a while. I did wear this foundation one time while we were in Charleston and I did enjoy it. I found that it was very comfortable on my skin. Now I was in a hot and humid climate, but it felt very comfortable on the skin. I know Kelly Gooch, she was one of the creators there. She said she really enjoys this foundation and the Pretty Fresh line. And like I said, I've been wanting to try it for a while. So now I had the chance. And if you are similar to my skin tone, I typically go for light neutrals, and they did actually give me two shades. They gave me one that was more light neutral and then this one was light warm, but the light warm seemed to be a better shade match for me. So again, this was Light 45W. So if you are a similar skin tone to me, if you've seen some of my other foundations, that's my shade in this one. The lighter shade, or the more neutral shade, I should say. I think I'm gonna give that one to Smags. I think she might be able to wear that one. I would say the Pretty Fresh foundation gives me more of a medium coverage. You can definitely build it up, I feel. But it's not light. I would say it's more of a medium coverage. Okay, both of my batteries are dying, so hopefully we can get through this. Colourpop at the masterclass did give us a concealer. This is Fair 10 Neutral. It's their Pretty Fresh concealer. This is the one that I used, but I still felt like it was a tiny bit lighter than I would normally use for my under eyes. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath. This one is a little bit deeper than I would like for it to be. And so we're gonna put that there, and then we will mix it in with a dab of this Fair 10 Neutral. I see it's very light. Yeah, like really light. And the other one that I got was like 5. So too light to be underneath my eyes on its own, but this should work here. I'm gonna use my BK sponge and blend the two together. I feel like I get pretty good coverage with this. I remember we filled out a survey for our makeup shades for the Colourpop Masterclass, and I feel like I would have liked a light concealer, but I don't remember there being an option for what I thought I would be, so I was like, we can always go with too light and then just mix it with a deeper one, and I don't feel like this looks too bad. Okay, so we're having camera battery issues. My camera died. The only thing I did was take my Sigma powder that actually my friend Angie sent to me. This came out around the time Quentin was born. It's the Soft Focus Setting Powder in Vanilla Bean, and Angie wasn't using that shade, so she sent it to me. But I do want to go in. Sigma gave us some of their cream blushes. I want to use the shade Cor de Rosa. We know I'm not a huge cream blush fan here, but I do want to try it out. I think the packaging is beautiful. I know a lot of people are a fan of cream blushes. This is the shade here. What I was thinking I would do, maybe the Colourpop sponge is too much. Hold, please. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna go in with my BK 110 brush and just kind of touch the blush and pat it onto my cheeks. I was gonna use a sponge and blend it out, but I think this might be better. Now I am going over powder, keep that in mind. I feel like it's sticking a little bit right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on and then go in with the sponge to blend it. I don't know if the issue is the brush I'm using, that I have powder down, just user error. We don't know here. There we have it. No blush? Blush. I feel like my brightness is very bright. Let me turn it down a touch. Let's see if you can see a difference here. I'm going to turn my camera off to do the other side. So I did use the bronzer that I purchased from Sigma before they ever sent me anything. This is the matte bronzer in medium. I did put that on over the top of the cream blush. Now I want to do a highlighter, and Unearthly sent over several. This one right here is in Twilight. Looks like an icy white shade. Beautiful. Then we have this one right here in Mirage, which they're probably all gonna look white to you. This one looks like it has maybe like a little bit of a gold green shift. We also have Spellbinding. Again, it's gonna look white to you, but it looks like it has a purple shift to me. This is the one that we're gonna use today. And then we have Spectre, which looks like it's a purple yellow. I haven't swatched any of them, so I could be completely wrong, but I think I want to go in with Spellbinding. That is what I'm thinking, and I'm going to use my Sigma Tapered Highlighter, the F35. We're just going to dip in here a little bit. Ooh, this is so pretty. This is so pretty with this eye look. It is definitely like a purpley pink. So I think it goes great with this eye look. Ooh, I got a lot there. Is this going to be a shade that I feel like I would wear every day? No, because I'm a neutral lover. We all know that. But this is a beautiful, blinding highlight like I enjoy. And we get this beautiful purple pink shift. I love it. Gorgeous. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we will put the lips on, and then I'll charge my battery a little bit more while I put mascara on, and then I'll come back to show you the finished look. So I'm very excited to dig into my BK Beauty lipsticks. They're coming out with 6 new shades. This is the shade Grace. Grace, I think, is going to be my favorite. It's like a beautiful neutral shade. I have not swatched it yet. I love their lipstick formula because it's so creamy. This is a Kelly shade if I've ever seen one. And then I have 2 lippy pencils from Colourpop. I have Beeper and Cool BFF. I don't know which one I want to put with it. So this one right here is Cool BFF on the top. And then on the other side, we'll put Beeper. This is Beeper. That's Cool BFF. Beeper's open. Let's do this one. Line my lips. So creamy. So creamy. That's a comfortable formula. I haven't tried their lippy pencils in a while, but I do really like that one. So this is Beeper. And then Grace. Ugh, so creamy. I love this shade. Grace is about to be my jam. So pretty. Charge the battery, mascara, come back for the finished look. Okay, so here is the finished look, and just to let you know what I did on my lower lash line, because I forgot to mention that, I took a little bit of this shade right here in Coral and put that on the lower lash line, and then dipped into Sea Urchin, put that on like the outer part of the lower lash line, and I took Salty and put that on the inner corner. Let's go ahead and wrap up the video. So a huge thank you to our brand sponsors, to BK Beauty, to Sigma, to Unearthly, to Colourpop, and Ofra, to Undefined Beauty. Thank you so much for blessing us with your products. Thank you so much for Simbri and Samantha again for creating this wonderful trip for us. I just wanted to play with some of the swag bag items. I like how this turned out, the Don't Be Jelly palette. You know, it is a little bit intimidating to me because of the color, but I really love the shimmer shades and I really want to play with them more. So I feel like this is a look that I wouldn't be uncomfortable wearing. It's nice and beautiful and colorful. I love that the highlight matches with it as well. Grace is going to be my new fave. I don't think I'm in love with cream blushes. I mean, I knew that I wasn't. I don't think this is a bad cream blush, but I think I don't love cream blushes. But I do want to play with this a little bit more. I'm excited to keep Coeur de Rosa in my collection just to love on it a little bit more. But I love these brands. I love these brands. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I think this look turned out great. But that's going to do it for this video. And make sure you're subscribed before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.